All right, ready? All right, I'm going to call to order this meeting of the Nottingham Board of Selectmen for Monday, March 9th, 2020. And before we begin, will you please all rise and join us on the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, first item, manifests.
Make a motion, we approve the accounts payable manifest of March 9th, 2020, and the payroll manifest of March 10th, 2020.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor? Unanimous?
Okay, one question on that. Just a question. The alarm system we put in?
That's Old Town Hall. Fire alarm for the Old Town Hall.
Oh, those are fire alarm systems for the old town hall. I just didn't know. It seemed like it was a big bill.
Yeah. We're close on that. What's left?
Close. Very close.
We got this fire social on the 24th.
Yeah, while we're on it, if you don't mind, fire alarm system is in. Heating ducts have been cleaned. Electrical, and we're real close on that, right?
One.
Do you think that would be a preferable location for the small groups that need to meet regularly, like the scouts and the...
I wouldn't say it's preferable.
Oh?
No, the bathrooms, the water's not potable, bathrooms are kind of rough. I mean, we kind of overflow there when we can't handle groups like the Scouts here.
Yeah.
Some people, like the Historical Society, prefers to meet there. Parking's tough.
Yeah.
So it will be there for those that choose it, or maybe want to run a private.
Yeah. There should be enough interested parties to make use of what's there. Regularly enough, I would think.
As long as they clean up after themselves.
We didn't have a lot of people beating down the door to use it.
But it was in rougher shape, now that it's a little...
It won't really look that much different. It's a lot safer, but it's the same building that it always was.
It's still a beautiful building.
It is. It's a beautiful room anyway. I'm not gonna promise that it's gonna be full 5 nights a week, though. It's
Okay.
not that functional.
At least safety is restored.
Yes.
Okay.
Safe to use, if not attractive.
All right. All right, next item, minutes. We have minutes from the 24th.
Make a motion, we approve the minutes of February 24th, 2020.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Were there any corrections that anybody didn't get to pass on? What's that?
It's just us three.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah. Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor? Who was here? Oh, yeah.
Three of us.
Did you hand it up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I didn't. I was looking around to see who, yeah.
No, I did.
Okay, that's unanimous? Well, yeah, the three, and then, yeah.
Well, what are you guys doing? Are you abstaining or are you
Yeah.
staying?
Yeah.
And that was for the non-public as well?
We didn't do a motion on the non-public, but we don't have them either. So, yeah, just public, so no. Okay. Next item, any action items from last meeting? Did we have any? Nope, I think everything we need to do is on the agenda tonight already. Okay, reports from assigned boards and committees, budget?
No updates.
Well, they're done for the season, right? Okay. they're gonna present at town meeting, correct?
That's my understanding.
Yes? Okay,
Yeah, I'm meeting with Michael tomorrow to prep that.
okay. Planning board?
Planning board, we had a meeting, but the group that was supposed to come in has pushed it out to a later meeting. So that was the only business we were gonna have that night.
Oh, so just closed early, okay. CIP?
Nothing that's been done, printed in the report.
Okay. But you haven't met since last, okay,
There's no need to.
okay. 300th?
300th, had a meeting, talking about what they want to do as far as still the fundraising. They're looking to purchase flags for, to put up at Nottingham Square, 3x5. And I got some of the flags they're speaking of, I'll pass them around, and John, John was there, yeah.
Is this to promote the celebration?
Yeah, just to be, you know, the flags that have some, Nottingham has some meaning to them, or Nottingham residents were,
Are these options, or
these are, well, yeah, these are
are
the
they
ones that they
proposing
have.
all of them?
Yeah, they, I think they know which ones that they'd like to get.
And these are all historically accurate?
Yep.
Which one do they want?
Well, they want to get like,
Oh, they want them all
Yeah,
to
but
hang?
they, yeah, but they just want to up towards, like, I don't know,
not just one, Donna.
yeah, 5 to 7
There's a lot of poles out there.
in the square though, so you're not talking, you know, not,
How many poles are there?
well, there's a few.
In the square?
Telephone
Well,
poles,
telephone poles.
not flag poles.
Oh, okay, because I say
There's
that's
8?
Yeah,
flags.
I want to say maybe 5 to 6 of them they'd like to get. And then, they'd like to get a couple of these other, I don't know if you've ever seen them, like on the, if you go into some towns, if they're celebrating something, it's like a banner that comes off the side of a pole saying Nottingham,
Oh, yeah.
you know, 300s, whatever.
So is this something they're looking to buy?
Eventually, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it something the quilters, the Pawtuckaway quilters could make?
No.
No, 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 no.
No?
No.
Okay. Just-
And I mean, not, I just give you a rough estimate, the flags are like, I don't know, around $1,000 for all the flags they want to get. And then the banners are like 250 a
1,000
piece.
for all of them, or 1,000 each?
No, for all of them.
Okay.
No, no.
Apparently I'm missing this.
Yeah.
And Tyler, are they looking to do this now, ahead of this?
Well, I mean, they're,
They're
you
looking
know,
closer to the celebration?
yeah.
Okay.
And as of right, I mean, right now, they get a balance of $4,568.64. So, they're doing well. I mean, they are working hard, trying to raise money. They raised good money at the election.
Yeah.
You know, just selling the hats, shirts, ornaments, so they'll be.
That's nice.
It wasn't like $1,600 or something they said they
Yeah,
did during
they'll-
election day?
Yeah, they'll be around again tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they,
I think I think that flags are a nice idea. I think it could be pretty impressive looking.
yeah, well, they do, they have there was, I don't know if it's a quilt or a blanket that was made up for the last anniversary, and they're gonna see if they can't get some, see if there's any interest. They're gonna they'll have it here tomorrow, because people bought them, I guess, the last time, so,
But they're not inexpensive.
yeah, they're
Of
expensive.
course.
The retail cost should only be about $50 or so is what they were trying to average out.
Yeah.
But you have to buy like 30 or something, they said?
Yep.
So I popped in the meeting, I was sitting there
Yeah.
for an hour, so I was like,
Yeah.
listen, not to cut
no,
you
that's-
off or whatever. But they were nice, they were the nice ones to say, you know, they had the big Nottingham emblem in it, you know, Protector of Liberty, and then they had, you know, a picture of a deer or a moose, they had blueberries over here, and they had the picture of the old dame school on it. It's like one of those
Is it
nice.
quilt?
It's more like one of them, you know, it's a blanket, I mean,
Okay.
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not a quilt, because
Okay.
it's made differently, but it's like a blanket. It was, I mean, in this one, Rhonda had, it was, Rhoda, whatever, it was 25 years old, so it was a little
Wow.
faded and stuff like this, but she bought it back when they did the
But they're
the 275.
hoping to say, you know, if somebody wants one, you know, they get them to prepay,
Yeah,
and then they'd make the order, so.
Because again, the amount that they have to pay for them and the amount that has to be, it'd be unwise to
yeah,
purchase 50 of them, and if you only sell 20, you're
yeah.
in the hole.
Stuck with a lot of blankets.
But they're really nice, so get a chance to look at them.
Cool, look at them tomorrow.
And the meetings go a lot quicker if the reporter does, oh, geez, hey, Steve. No, we missed you, buddy. Oh,
I heard it was a cover-up.
Is that your whole boil idea?
Heaven help us.
Don't encourage it.
I know, it's just too fun.
Is that all you got, Ty?
That's all, yeah.
Okay, all right. And Marston, anything?
No.
No? Okay.
We may have good news brewing on one of those grants. It's
Oh,
not,
seriously?
yeah, it's not
Not official?
official, but,
Okay, cool.
On the horizon?
yeah.
Cool.
Good.
What'd you say, Chris?
He
Nothing.
didn't say
Nothing.
anything.
Nothing yet.
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
Just stay tuned.
He's still making blanket jokes.
All right. Next item, town administrator report.
All right, town reports are in. If you don't have one yet, they're available here.
Come back there, boy, if you want.
Library, schools probably still got some, post offices have had them.
Nice.
You were out running some around the other day, I don't remember where else you went.
I dropped the box off at Lyers and the library.
Yeah, town on one end and school on the other.
Nice.
Came out nice, I think.
It's very nice.
Was Kelly's first go at it, and she survived that process.
Good for
And,
her.
yeah, I haven't heard of any mistakes yet, which is usually,
will.
the first week after, we
will.
usually find something. Let's see. Speaking of flags, I just retired the POW MIA flag that was on this pole out here. It was tired and needed to get replaced. I thought I'd remember some conversation with you, some of you or all of you, about what you wanted to fly here. If you wanted a state flag, if you want that POW flag, it was a long time ago and the flag was still good, so I left it alone. And I didn't know if you had any thoughts on what you wanted to do here. We have the POW flag over by the library, by the monument there. Up on the square is just the American flag, and right now we have just the American flag here, but I don't know if you wanted to do anything different. If you,
Where'd you retire it from?
I took it off the pole,
Which one now?
this one here.
Okay.
I think if we do one, it should be a state flag. Since we're not flying one in town.
Yeah, we are at the moment. Well, I don't even think the fire station has one. I think the fire station's got fire service flags underneath their American flag.
I'm good with that.
State flag, yeah. Yeah, if the POW flag is already over the monument, then it's represented. So state flag's appropriate. At some point, when these Nottingham flags
Right,
come
I
our
can
way,
think
we
of
could,
that.
we could rotate one of them through when the time comes, but yeah, for now, state flag, I think.
Okay,
Does that sound good?
good. I have one of those already.
There you go. Quick decision.
Let's see, we met with, John and Tony were with us last week. We met with our assessors Avatar and DRA to run through revaluation prep. It looks like everything's ready to go. The general schedule is drive-by, kind of a drive around each neighborhood by Avatar in the June, July timeframe. They're not getting out and knocking on doors in most cases. Most of that's been done. The in-home assessment business has been done over the last 4 years, so it's a drive-by, look at the neighborhood, make sure there's no major changes. They'll finish picking up new construction, additions, sheds, and all those things that have been done. They're usually on top of those. They have to catch up at the right moment. So that's a June, July timeframe, and then in August, letters will go out to owners with their new assessments. everybody has an opportunity to meet with Avatar after those go out to correct any mistakes or get an explanation of what's changed. Those will happen probably late August, maybe leak into early September. And then will take effect for the December tax bill. So we've got some public education materials ready to go if they aren't up already. John's got a couple outreach things he's gonna do. Other than that, it looks pretty straightforward. You know, as you know, our assessments are really low. We're at about 82% of market value right now. So we're expecting, on average, noticeable increases in assessments when that comes through. But I think process-wise, we'll be ready.
One of the things I learned the other night was that I hadn't.
Oh, you were on the phone too,
Yeah, I
I'm
was on the
sorry.
phone. I hadn't realized, like, the depth of the checks and balances with DRA, that, which is good. I wasn't aware that there was that level of it.
Yep. Yeah, they look over each step.
Yep.
I think some of those looks are more cursory than others, but they have a vested interest in making sure that we're equalized with everybody else.
Right,
So,
right.
Who has the oversight, I'm sorry?
DRA, New Hampshire, State of New Hampshire, Revenue Administration. Anything else from that I didn't relay? No. And we've got transitions coming in lots of offices in the next week. As we talked about last meeting, the town clerk has announced her retirement, and the deputy will be stepping in. We've posted a deputy town clerk position. That application window is open for another couple of weeks. Information's on the town website. There's one declared candidate for tax collector. She has been in spending some time with the tax collector, and will do the required, there's a little mini audit that has to take place when you transition tax collectors. That's gonna happen next week. And she's getting up to speed in the event that she's elected. She's the only one on the ballot, so that's good odds there. My understanding is there's one public write-in candidate for treasurer.
Yep.
I haven't seen any others, but
It's one that I
assuming
know.
one comes
Yeah.
out of that process, we've got bank business to do there. We've started that process to get new signatories for the bank accounts and all those things. So I think we're ready for those transitions. Big learning curves for people, but the framework should be in good shape. And lastly, if you're familiar with the Bettys, that's a group of ladies that play basketball a couple mornings a week here. Their name, not mine, the Bettys. The Bettys worked with the recreation department and painted the gym this weekend.
Whoa.
The first 6 or 7 feet, different, that one material that goes all the way around, looks great. You'll see it tomorrow. So thank you to them for that effort.
Nice.
It really looks nice. What we haven't covered up with booths and other noise today, looks nice.
Are they just a private, an ad hoc group, or?
Yeah, I think if there's any ladies that want to play ball, I'm sure they'd be welcoming. They've been doing it for years. It may just be one morning a week, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Gallery hours in the morning.
3 of them?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah, Gunner's here at that hour.
Yeah.
He sees them all the time.
Yeah, I was just wondering if they had any kind of if there was any organization to them at all, where, like, we could give them a letter of thanks or something like that.
Yeah, mail it to the bouncing days. Okay. Is that what they're called?
We can pick one and,
Yeah.
we know who they are.
Give it to them on behalf of the group.
We could recognize them at town meeting.
Yeah. Yes.
Rhoda is consistently there.
Yeah.
Playing basketball?
Yes.
She can ball? She can dunk?
Probably dunk on
Careful.
you.
Yeah.
Probably can dump it here.
Yeah,
There's no nothing.
all right. All right, is that all you got on that?
That's all I got.
Okay. All right, next up, general business, appointment of the fire chief, Jay Vilchok. So, anything you wanna say about that?
No,
This is-
the membership did their election a few weeks back, you have the documentation of that there. This is just a formal,
Back in February,
yeah.
yeah. So we just gotta sign.
That's an annual
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah, how many years has it been for him?
Oh, 506, maybe? 07, somewhere in there.
Long time.
Yeah.
Did you have a chance to look this over?
I didn't get one, so.
You didn't get one? All right. So just while that's going down, it's a letter from the governor, basically stumping for House Bill 1402 related to group net metering. They want to change the net metering law, and it seems that they're trying to get our support on that. So can we copy this or scan it and so everybody can read it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one.
Oh, you did?
They.
Oh, we all got one?
We all got one.
Oh, okay. So I didn't realize that, all right.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I don't know what this would mean for our,
The last I read about this, our arrangements were safe
yeah.
with our solar stuff, which is a net metering arrangement.
And what about residential folks?
Is this relating to the scale, the size of the allowed group net metering? That was what this was last time.
Yeah, there's not enough details in this to know.
It won't, this is for projects bigger than a single residential. It's like those that we did, only
Okay.
bigger.
But we're grandfathered essentially.
We're smaller than, we don't need it to increase. We're covered.
Okay.
Well, if I could interrupt on one thing, while we were on legislation, I mentioned this in an email, but wanted to explain it. The NHMA, every couple of years, sets its legislative priorities, basically its marching orders for its lobbyists. A big process of representatives from all the various member towns, which is just about every town, identifying what it is, which side of various issues the municipal association wants to come down on and what they want to prioritize in their advocacy. There's a mechanism there for towns and individuals to propose new legislation, as well as to steer that prioritization. If there's anything you want to pursue in that regard, we've got a month or so to get something into them. If there's something that's been annoying you in state law, big or little, this is one way to get some attention on it. But we haven't identified anything that's really gotten in our way. There's plenty of things that affect us, but I don't recall anything from the past year of things that came across your desk that you said to yourselves, oh, we ought to get this law changed. But if there is anything, you think of something over the next couple of weeks, let me know. And I can explain to that whole process to you.
Okay.
And what will happen, you may recall, this is done every biennium, so every 2 years. I'll come back to you this summer, or maybe early fall with a, do you support this proposed list of priorities, list of, legislation to support and all those things. And you'll go through and say yes, no, indifferent,
Yeah.
whatever, and then send somebody off to vote those instructions when they, but that's how the process works. And I'm gonna sit on one of the committees that does the preliminary work, so I'll be in it.
Oh, that's good.
Through.
And that other topic that they had mentioned, the bill on regulating temporary residences.
Yeah, so that, I just sent you that email this morning, that came in over the weekend from NHMA. that is a far-reaching bit of state control over local zoning.
That's what it read like to me.
Yeah.
Whichever way the town feels about it, I guarantee you, they don't want Concord telling us how we feel about it.
That's the bottom line. Yeah,
Yeah.
the bill specifically relates to things like Airbnb and short-term rentals. But the more important point is the broader one of the state coming in and telling every town in the state, this is what you can and can't do with your local land use controls.
Yeah.
And that's what got our attention about it, so.
So how would we respond to that? Like, we put together some type of letter of support for,
Yeah, you could do something as a group, you can do something individually. NHMA suggested that the best target to influence that outcome was Senator Reagan. I know one of our planning board members has already written to him about it, if you want to do that, if you want to do something as a group, or you want me to throw something together for you to look at next time.
yeah,
I think we should look at it to do it as a group.
yeah,
Okay.
have more weight coming from the whole board.
Okay.
If you guys agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want Concord telling our planning board how to regulate our land use. No? Okay. I didn't think so. I had to double check, so, all right.
Okay, sorry to tangent.
No, that's okay.
Good.
All right, next item, town meeting prep. So you sent us some, or talking points on the warrant articles today.
Yep, you've all picked, or if you weren't here, you were assigned warrant articles to present on Saturday. I sent you those in Word, so you can tinker with them all you want. If you want to go back and forth with me this week as you get ready, that's fine. I gave you the whole thing because we probably ought to be ready for somebody not to be there at the rate we're
Yeah,
going.
yeah,
Not me. But I didn't really go crazy with it. I gave you the framework. You can talk as long as you want. Some are worthy and some probably aren't. And you're certainly welcome to chime in on the ones that you aren't presenting if you think there's a better way to say something or some point that I've missed here, whatever. You're all in this together. So, you have it that. I don't know what else to plan for. We've got the one proposed amendment that we're all in agreement on with the road acceptance petition warrant articles. You'll be responding to whatever comes along. Most of that comes up in the operating budget discussion, but
Yeah.
I don't know, what else can I help you get ready with?
In the past, the moderator has requested that there be someone from the law team there. Is there going to be anybody?
Yeah, Mike Courtney will be there,
Okay.
one of our.
Is it the same fellow that was
He was
there?
here last year,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
same guy.
Okay.
The,
Is that the lawyer?
Yes.
Tom lawyer, okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's customary, Steve.
That makes sense,
Yeah.
no, but,
Yeah.
I mean, Chris, it'd be nice if you're healthy for that meeting.
Thanks.
the,
It was a good one to miss.
the Article 6, you've got Donna down for that narrative,
Did I get the wrong person?
but I'm in the minutes as I don't honestly remember if I had one at all.
Subject?
Stormwater asset management loan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can change that. Yeah, just assume that you're the one making the motion too, if you're presenting. The article will be read, and then you have to move its acceptance.
Did we do, move the motion and second? Or did we just?
We have
remove-
scripted that in the past.
It
If
doesn't
you-
matter, really.
Yeah,
I
anybody
mean,
can
yeah.
second anything.
I don't think we need to worry about it.
Somebody will do it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, there are three paper ballots, so,
Yeah.
not our choosing, but so be it.
I have an 8 AM flight Sunday morning, we better be done by then.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of what you're proposing on the warrant, it doesn't look like a long meeting.
Yeah,
A couple of the petition articles will probably go long. You have a better sense of that than I do, but I don't know what else you think you need to be ready.
So here's, tomorrow morning, I have to be on campus between 9 and 12. I have to give a presentation to our CIO. That was dropped on me, last week. So we just gotta make sure there'll be enough of us there during those hours.
You've been communicating with whoever's scheduling, right? She's been emailing
should be
all the,
emailing.
yeah.
She's been emailing, yeah,
I'm gonna be there the whole day, so.
the whole day.
Yeah.
And you?
Okay.
And,
We've,
I'm gonna ask maybe to take an hour off just so I go home for a minute, but other than that, I'll be here all day.
okay.
we got a secret nap room out back. if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
Well, plus, I mean, you two are on the ballot. I don't believe you should be in the building anyway, so you shouldn't be here at all. That's my
Guess
take.
you're standing outside,
Who's standing outside?
you and Donna.
Yeah.
We are?
You should be. I mean, when you're running for something, you shouldn't be
Oh,
involved in the,
I agree with you, Tyler, I mean, the moderator disagrees. Personally, I agree with you, but
I know the only thing
we'll have a
that,
quorum, we'll have a quorum there all day.
yeah,
And we can always appoint somebody, if we have to, one of
Yeah.
us is leave, we can appoint somebody to stand in our position.
yeah.
Steve will be there.
There you go.
We had a couple sick call-outs from ballot clerks today, so they've switched to 2 check-in lines instead of 3, which I think is fine.
For this,
For this
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
particular one. That'll help solve their staffing crisis, and so you may get sucked into check-in duties.
Yeah, that's fine. We were giving them breaks last time anyways.
Yeah, yes, you're doing it anyway, but I think the shrinking down to 2 check-ins obviously takes a lot less people, so that's gonna help.
yeah.
Yeah, other than that, I think we're ready for, tomorrow, everything's set up and everybody, moderator, town clerk, supervisors are all here today. They seem like they're ready, so
Freak blizzards,
nothing.
nothing?
Maybe a little rain tomorrow.
Okay,
Afternoon.
okay. All righty. Is that all you had? That's
Unless
all
you
we got?
need more,
No, that's, anything? All right. That looks like it for the agenda. I believe we're ready to go into non-public, unless there's anything else we gotta cover.
Good.
Good. That clock's an hour behind.
I know, I just looked at it. Oh,
I did fix the clock in the town office when I was signing checks,
okay, thanks.
so
We'll call on you when we need that next.
we'll, yeah. All right, so that, yeah, I'll take a motion to go into non-public,
A. Personnel.
under A.
Yep.
Yes.
I'll make a motion, we go into non-public per RSA 91-A:32A.
Second.
Roll call vote.
John Moore, yes?
Tyler Eaton, yes?
Ben Bartley, yes?
Tony Dumas, yes.
Donna Danus, yes.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, Steve.
We're now in non-public session, and we'll be closing the regular meeting
Steve.
once we get out of it.
Hold on.
Have a good night, everybody. Oh.
Good night, everybody.